If you're buying whiskey online, you're probably overpaying and you didn't even know about it. Have you ever been in this situation before? Let's say that you're looking to buy a nice bottle of whiskey, like a Lagavulin 16-year-old or a Johnnie Walker Blue Label. The only way to find that bottle is to basically search Google for it, which means that the only results that you're really going to find are the ones that are being paid to be shown to you in Google adverts, or ones where the retailer's got very good SEO, as in the retailer's trying to get their results in front of you. There's never been like a way to actually find if you were actually paying the lowest possible price for that bottle. Or look at it another way. What happens if you're a collector and you're looking for one specific rare bottle? I mean, it's particular Macallan anniversary malts, for instance. How do you search the whole market? There's 29 different online auctions. There's 5,000 different retailers. How do you find them and know when that particular bottle comes into stock? Well, I'm really excited to tell you that I have, for the last 2 years, been beavering away, and we have now built and are launching the world's first ever dedicated whiskey comparison site. Now, it's taken me 2 years to build it with the help of a really good software developer, and I'm going to this video show you how you can save money on pretty much every single purchase that you make, and it's free and it's really easy to use. Now, we all know the problem of buying whiskey. As a consumer, it's ridiculously difficult to compare the whole market because we don't have a comparison site. You know, you can buy pretty much anything on a comparison site nowadays. Cars, holidays, watches, wine. Pretty much everything has been catered for with a comparison site or an aggregator, but that hasn't been the case for whiskey. Now, of course, let's look at two elephants in the room there. Wine Searcher. Of course, you can use Wine Searcher to find whiskey, but the clue's in the name. It's Wine Searcher. Its UX, its UI was designed for people searching for wine, not whiskey. And the other one, obviously, Whiskey Base. Whiskey Base is fantastic. It's a really fantastic research, and it's a great asset to our community. But let's say that you're trying to find a bottle of Ardbeg Uigeadail to buy. I looked this morning, there are 185 different listings for Ardbeg Uigeadail. And to try and find which one you need to click to find the auction price or the retail price, it's sensationally difficult. So basically, I have built the world's first whiskey comparison site, and it is now live on the Whiskey Wash. So let me show you and show you how it all works. So first of all, let me share my screen with you. So as you can see, the Whiskey Wash, if you don't know about it, I bought it about 18 months ago. It's the world's most visited whiskey website. We have 2,500 reviews on here, updated every day. We've got loads of in-depth stories that get updated daily. And likewise, you've got all the latest whiskey news on there too. So it's everything that you need to know about whiskey in one place. And now you can use it to save money too. Now, to get into the comparison site, there's three different ways. Click the compare prices here, or the menu item here, or type into this search bar in the header. Now, to start with, I'm going to click on this image here to take us into the main comparison site search page. Now, let's go back to that example in the first, in the introduction. Lagavulin 16. You want to buy a Lagavulin 16. How do you do it? Well, there's two different ways to search on the comparison site. The first one is to go down into the brands. So let's say Lagavulin, and then let's say the Lagavulin 16 here and compare UK. And there you go. Instantly, you can find that the lowest price Lagavulin 16 in the UK, with a big span of prices from 65 to 79, and that's just with the first 5 results, is at Hedonism. So you click the tab there, it takes you out to Hedonism, and now you can go and buy that bottle, and you've just saved a load of money. Now, let's say that you wanted to do the same with Johnnie Walker Blue Label. Simply click the Johnnie Walker icon. We've got all the bottles here. And it works in the US as well. It'll work worldwide, but the worldwide one is a little bit more nuanced. So I'll show you that in a moment. But for Johnnie Walker Blue Label, again, click here. And again, look at that. £129 is the lowest, all the way up to 165. Now, the obvious thing is that we don't have all of the brands and all of the bottles here. So if there's any bottles or brands that you want me to add into this, get in the comments below and tell me what we need to add links for. Now, let's use the more complex side of the database now. So this is the really quick and basic one. You want to buy a bottle of Jack Daniels, Johnnie Walker, whatever. That's fine. Now, let's go up to the top and let's try and find that Ardbeg Uigeadail. If I can type it correctly, type in Ardbeg Uigeadail. give it a few seconds and it will bring us back all the results. And here you can see that the lowest price within a few seconds is £62. Again, click buy, you can go and buy it. It's so simple to use. You're not looking through 185 whiskey-based records for it. You're just looking at that, there's all your prices there. And look at that disparity in the UK from £62, whereas the most expensive, up to £80 in Amazon. Now, of course, when you look at the UX and the UI, so the user experience and the user interface, all of this has been designed for people like me and you, whiskey geeks, whiskey lovers, because we like searching by ABV. We like searching by age and vintage and bottled year and bottler and all sorts of all weird things, and cask number even. They're all catered for with drop-down menus here as well. And if you're not in the UK, you can change your location. So you can pick the location of the shop. You can select your destination, and then you can select only select vendors who ship here. Now, the reason why you would keep that unticked is, let's say that you're looking for a really rare Macallan anniversary malt. Well, let's do that now. Let's do a Macallan anniversary malt. And again, here we are seeing results here. And this is, again, another problem of the whiskey industry. There isn't a categorization or grouping of all of these bottles as standard. So the James Bonds contain the word anniversary, Macallan and malt. So what I'm going to do now is filter that by age. So I'm going to go down to 25 years old. And you can see here, the first one coming up is from Fine Liquors. And you know what? I'm only interested in buying from the UK. So I'm going to change the shop location to the United Kingdom. Change the age back to 25. And there you go. You can see the lowest price is actually on the Mark Littler shop. How about that? But you can see all the retailers' prices for the Macallan anniversary malts all the way through here. Now, again, we don't just like buying at retail, do we? We like buying at auction, but there's a lot of different auctions out there. And that is why, if you see this tab here, bid at auction, you can now find all of the results. Let's change that parameter to worldwide. So you can find auction results for all of these bottles. So at the moment, there's not a huge amount of auctions on. We're kind of at the start of the month, but let's say here we have just searched for Ardbeg, and you can now see all of the different results for Ardbeg that's up at auction. And this is where another feature comes in. So I've often worked as what's the best way, like a finder. You know what I mean? People ask me, I'm really looking for this. I'm looking for a bottle of Private Eye Mark. Can you find me one? And yeah, I can absolutely do that. So let's look for Macallan Private Eye. But my life was really difficult until I built this tool, because let's say that I was wanting to buy a Macallan Private Eye at auction. I didn't want to monitor to 25, 30 different auction houses, but I had to, because there was no way to centrally search all of these. So simply now you just come up here and click Save Search. And then if you're interested in just in auction bottles that are worldwide that ship to the UK, you can save that search, and then you'll be notified as soon as any turn into stock. Now, likewise, you can search for Johnnie Walker Blue Label at retail. And then what you can do here, now annoyingly here, you can see that there's an 18-year-old popping up here because it contains a blue label. So what we will do here, we'll click bottle size and we'll change that to 700 ml, and that will get rid of those miniatures out of it. Now, if I press save search here, there's another feature here called trigger price. Now, what that means is if you're wanting to buy a bottle of Johnnie Walker Blue Label at retail, but you only want to pay, I'm paying no more than £100 for it. Fine, type in £100, and if any bottles get listed either at retail, if you've got retail ticked, or auction, if you've got auction ticked, that turn up below that price, you'll receive an email notification. So it's a really good way to set price alerts up for some of your favorite bottles like Glenallachie's or whatever. If you want to try and get them at bargain prices, sometimes shops get small allocations in, and the only way to find it is to be at that shop when it was ready to go and it was ready to, to sell. But now you can save that search and be notified across the whole market when that bottle comes into stock. So there we go. That is, in essence, let me just come back to the main screen here. that is, in essence, the Whiskey Wash comparison site. I'm really excited to share it with you. We've got about 100 retailers and auctioneers on there. We've not got them all on there yet. We've definitely not got them all. We're doing this free of charge. It's completely free of charge for you to use. It's completely free of charge for retailers and auctioneers to be on there. So if there's a particular retailer or auctioneer that you're not seeing in our database, tell us, get in the comments, let us know, and we'll try our best to get them added.